Hello everybody, welcome back to another episode of Legomaster627's Creations. Because once again, it is Monday. And today's episode is very special. Even though we're not actually at the 100th episode yet, that will actually be in around a month. Around like a month and 2 weeks. That would be October 4th to be exact. But today's episode, this is episode 94 of Legomaster627's Creations. Following the second anniversary of this world back on Saturday, the Creations world has changed back to normal as of today. But today, the real reason we are here is because the one and only Rose Crystal is here. And we, or at least myself, will be touring her around this entire world of what I've done so far in the last 2 years. Of course, she'll definitely be coming back here again in the future. Maybe even for the 100th episode if we're up to it. But, as for right now, we're here doing this anyway. Originally, I had other plans for this episode. Until I realized, let's just do this instead. I'll make up for what I was going to do in this episode another time. Not next week though, because actually next week is actually a special one again as well. Yep. Actually, no, seriously guys, that actually is 100% true, actually. I'm being serious, that is 100% true. No, don't worry, she ain't dead at all. In fact, she was originally going to record this with me, but right now she's just not up to it. And that's completely fine. Maybe the next time she just comes here at some point, she'll probably film. But until then, hey, at least you have her here. So let's go tour around this world. So are you ready for this? You ready for this? You do know you can just talk to me, right?
Yeah, but I don't know if I'll be able to, if your microphone will pick up my voice.
Oh yeah, that's right. Right. Okay, I'll just explain. Okay, I'll just talk to you via myself, obviously. Alright, so wait, hold on. Come back to me. So, this world, I just want to say to you, is a combination between past creations I've done inside Minecraft, on PC, obviously, and a ton of other custom creations. So, this episode, we're going to again be touring around this place. So, follow me to the one and only treehouse. This treehouse should be very recognizable to you, as it's actually from one of my older worlds. And yes, all of that's just filled with junk that I've collected over the years. Do you actually remember this from recent years? Or at least back then. Wow, I'm actually surprised. But once we get to over there, that's where the real action happens regarding you. Let's go in here, and as we can see, this is, of course, my actual bedroom inside the Creations world, although I've had a million of these. Spread it across the world. In there is just more junk. I have done a lot with this, haven't I? Alright, next up, let's go to the next area on our Creations world tour. I forgot to show you, this room in here is actually empty. I don't know what I'm going to eventually put in here, besides a chest, obviously. Oh! Oh, this is items from last Christmas that I forgot to finish. Oh well. Alright, and that's it for the treehouse. Let's move on to our next creation, which is actually still in this exact same place. So, we head over here to over here on this building, which is actually the first ever pet cemetery before the one on Lego's Island. And yes, I do know what that actually means. So, yep. All of these seem, well, for me, they seem recognizable. But I don't know about you. Oh, you do! You do remember this place, don't you? Nice! There we go, finally something you recognize. Although, actually, I do mean that in a good way, actually. Alright, next up, we have back here. Which is just this pool. Which is also from my original Planet World, if you remember that world. Yeah, everything I've been touring you around so far is actually from that Planet World that is no longer exists. We'll get to that later. Alright, next up, we're going to go across the bridge onto the village. As we can see, this is the Planet World Village. It looks super, super awesome, doesn't it? This lighthouse was the first thing I created in this world. That's kind of what this was. We can go inside every room. Yep, the lighthouse was the first thing I created in this world. Whoa! I already fell all the way back down the lighthouse. And this is the original lighthouse? Oh yeah, don't mind me. That's a cat that I've had since the beginning of this world. Literally since the first day of this world. I've had that cat named Whiskers. What? Where the heck did you go? What the? Oh, okay. Good. Alright. So yes, we have a ton of buildings all over the Creations world. Like, we have this, for example. An end version of a blacksmith shop. And it looks pretty obvious because, yeah. And actually, the library is a bit special. You actually can view the 2 past yearbooks of this world to see what I've done in the last 2 years. Thank God I have multiple copies. Alright, I'm gonna go somewhere else. Nice. Cool. Alright. So yeah, there you go. That's just a bit of history of what this world was. Alright, next up over here is the work shed. This, I don't know if you know this or not, but it's pretty cool. Down there is actually a custom creation. And yes, just to be clear, pretty much everything we are exploring right now is actually from my past worlds. I'll show you what creations are exclusive to this world later on. For now, we're actually done with this section of the world. Now we can move on to another section of the world. So, hold on. Just, come over here. Next up, we have this. Oh, and this is where you should actually start recognizing stuff. This is actually where you should start recognizing stuff. What else? Yes, the hotel, right? Yeah. And just to be clear, the world we were just showcasing, the planet world, yeah, that was deleted in replacement for Lego's Island alongside this world where this hotel exists. It was also deleted in replacement of Lego's Island. The basement, though, is actually exclusive to this world because I forgot what the original design was. And yes, just to be clear, we did just celebrate the 2nd anniversary of this world back on Saturday. So that's why this is here. And actually, yes, guys, actually, 1 second. CoolGev33, if you're watching this, I did your request and put the decorations down in the basement like you wanted me to. So, there you go. I didn't forget. Alright, now, let's go up here. To the upstairs. This I just put a bunch of random paintings in for no reason. And these are just bedrooms itself. You should actually recognize these rooms because these are actually older rooms. And that's really it. Nothing too special. Oh, right. I'll close these. Alright, and the other one you should also start recognizing too. The cabin. Yes, I just want to be clear. Rose Crystal does know the majority of this stuff right here. Because this was actually back then. In the past worlds. Yep, all of these are here. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, we have down here. Sweet, right? This is the old ore mine. Pretty cool, right? That was actually just recently added. It won't work. I only have the rail just to go down. Alright, yeah, alright. What else? Oh, yeah, the campfire. You probably recognize this, except for the blue fire, of course. The blue fire. Yeah, yeah, nice, nice. Cool, right? What about this over here? This used to be a thing. No, right down here. That used to be a thing. I don't know where that came from. Alright, what about, trying to think, what else do we got here? The farm was recently added. The nether portal was also recently added, too, alongside the end portal. I also still have to fight the ender dragon. But I'll deal with that in another episode. In the future. Alright, so where do we want to go next? Oh, right, Lego's Island series over here. Yeah, here's the Lego's Island series. This is where you should really recognize stuff. Because you've actually been to Lego's Island before. Yeah, you've actually been on Lego's Island before, so this should be very recognizable to you. Speaking of which, we will get back to Season 8 at some point. I promise. That will be happening again in the future. And actually, fun fact, here's something that's not originally on Lego's Island. Here's something that's actually exclusive to this world. This secret passage is actually exclusive to this world. But what lies beneath is actually the old event room. Yep, that's it. Nothing that special. There's nothing in these chests. I still have to fill that with stuff. Alright, we can get out of here. Oh yeah, and if you're curious, that just leads down to the void. Alright, we can just get out of here. Oh yeah, if you're also wondering where Cookie went, I have no idea where she went. You know, Cookie the cat. I have no idea where they went. Oh well. For some reason, we only have whiskers here. Anyway, these houses you should recognize because they're all from Lego's Island. Every single one of these things you should actually recognize. Every single one. The resort is right here. Yep, this is the resort. What else? What else? What else? What else? Yeah, we got the library. I don't have the Lego's Island Hotel here, and the reason behind that is because, my god, it's massive. Yeah, the Lego's Island Hotel is massive, so I didn't put it in here. And actually, yeah, that is actually the exact reason, guys, why I didn't actually include it. I didn't say I was gonna... I said I wasn't gonna include everything on Lego's Island, so, yeah. But I at least created the majority. And yet we have the upstairs here as usual. Oh, forgot that. There we go. Yeah, I forgot I have 3 swords now as of the anniversary because I wanted to bring back my original sword. Alright, and here are the past 4 anniversary cakes from the last 4 years of the island. All 3 of these right here, the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd anniversary cakes, were all done in a single episode. Now, this one was done back in March, but right before the 4th anniversary. Now, over here is the blacksmith shop. Again, pretty much everything here on the Lego's Island series, you should instantly recognize. Because you've seen it before. There's nothing in the chests. I keep forgetting to put stuff in those. Now, this part, the wilderness. Oh, you should recognize this. Instantly. Because we actually had a Season 8 episode here once. Ain't that right? There he is! There they are! Thank God we finally found him. We finally found her. Nice. Let's... Alright. Forget about the boats. We can just go right here. But you do recognize this, right? Because this was in a Season 8 episode. Yeah, all these were in a Season 8 episode on the actual world of Lego's Island. Yep, all of these were on an actual episode of Season 8, right on the actual world of Lego's Island. And, of course, we have the Icicle Challenge as well. And that's it! There's nothing else. That's all I did. Now, the trees are exclusive to this world. Give me a second. Let me just remove this. Alright, there we go. We are done with the Lego's Island side. Actually, sorry, my mistake. Over here, the dog park. Which is actually custom made. Exclusive to this world, but it is technically a part of Lego's Island. Alright, and now we're done with the Lego's Island series. So all of those you should actually recognize because you were on the actual world at one point. Alright, alright, alright. Where to next? The Thumbs Up series! Of course, this is where you actually will recognize everything. Alongside the Lego's Island series. Right over here. Time to go to the labs. And I mean everywhere. Here we go. I still have to change that to a 6. Right there. Right. The first ever lab office. From over 6 years ago. My god, this place has never changed. I only decorated it once, and that was for like Christmas and Halloween. So 2 times? Whoa, 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 dude. Ladder. Yep, this exists. Yep, here's the original Zola's Up 2 lab office. From, almost 6 years ago, actually, on September 29th, actually. How do I know that? Because I remember it from memory. And that's really it. Moving on. Here is our current lab office. Yep, here's our current one. Yep, this is our current lab office as we speak, at least in the second lab. Alright, and here is a lab office that is corrupted permanently. But you should remember it because this was actually a part of Season 5. And speaking of the Season 5 house, we'll get to that later. Yep, here's the rebooted version. Nice. And then over here, here is the Icy Zola's Up free lab office, which was literally only here for like 3 weeks, and then was just changed automatically. How sad. And here is the almost present day Zola's Up free lab office. Here's what we almost have today. There's nothing out there. None of these have it. Going up here. Dude, you just skipped the upstairs of this lab office. Yeah, there's an upstairs. And then here too. Almost to what we have today. Alright, and of course we have the one we have for Zola's Up free today, which is this one. Yep, here is what we have today. Yep, this is our current design. What is a pumpkin doing here? Is that still left over from Halloween? That would be kind of weird if it was. Yep, that is our current design for Zola's Up free. Okay, I thought you weren't lost. Yep, and here's the, Alright, here is the, underground party room, at least the OG version, not the one from the first ever lab. Because, my god, that would take forever to recreate, and I'm never doing that. We have all the anniversary cakes, except for this year's, since I still need to create it. Hold up, she's having something. Yep! She is actually correct with that point. That's probably why I am never going to recreate it, because my god, that would take forever. That would take forever to recreate. I am not doing that. No way. You do not understand how long it would take. Yeah, you are correct with that point. Because I barely see them nowadays. And definitely not here, because this is a flat world. Alright, we have the Haunted Mine. Well, actually, you can go down here if you want. Follow me! And this, as you guys know, we built this back in October. And I do have some really cool Halloween creations I want to make this Halloween. Whoa! And yep, as you guys know, this is the secret Halloween room as usual. You guys know this, so this is nothing new. There we go. And as you know, this is a long pathway. I'll kill the bats. Actually, the bats can stay here, since this is a dark room. And if you're wondering where this goes to, it goes to, here. This, our current lab office, but we can just break them. Alright, see? They just interconnect. Alright, next up, this next one you should easily recognize because, oh my god, it is way too obvious not to recognize it. You know what this is. Time to go into the skyscraper. Yep, time for the skyscraper. All of these Halloween stuff were created last October, this past October. So all of this should be instantly recognizable to you. Honestly, who really cares about the maze right now? We're touring this. Yep, all of them are recreated. Cool, right? All of them are here. Alright, we can just get down from here. Next up, this next one should be also instantly recognizable. Everything here should be instantly recognizable. We have two versions. We got the Christmas Workshop small version. I'm pretty sure you're only familiar with the big one. Ain't we right with that? But if you do remember, the small version does exist too. Let me guess, you're already in the big version. Yeah. Yep. Here we are, the big version. Did I mention that these were both created in a single video? Both of them. And trust me, it took forever to do. This should be recognizable too, which was created in the next episode after these were created. The Snowball War. This next one is the bakery. Nothing that special here, but it is cool. We have the time machines. Both. You might want to just break the portals. Yep, here's the time machine. But that wasn't the only one. Break, and you got the other one, which is actually custom made for Lego's Island. I probably should have put that there instead. But, oh well. Alright, we're good here. And this is from Zozab 3. Because that's exactly what's in the world, actually. Next up. Yep, here's the clothes shop. And this chest is actually filled with stuff for once. Next up, the recycling plant. Nothing too special. Oh, I dedicated this all of May. All of this was dedicated in May. And this is actually where the whole thing ends. There's nothing else after the Lab of Doom creations. Here are all the attacks that took place over the years. Cool, right? Don't you remember all of these? You do, right? Good. Because these are literally what took place in Lab of Doom in the last 5 years. Since this year was the 5th anniversary. Back on May 1st. So, I didn't create this year's yet because I kind of forgot. And yes, I will do that in the future. I promise. I have a lot of stuff. I have like the rest of the year of Creations for episodes planned for. I already have all of them planned for the rest of the year, so trust me. And lastly, let's go to 2020. Where everything was entirely custom. Finally! First time since 2016. And yes, you're probably curious, the only reason they are red and black is actually respectively because they were evil at the time of that attack. Alright, so, and that's it, because I haven't created anything else after this point. Alright, next up, alright, we're gonna have to probably do a firework rocket on this one. The next one you should, instantly recognize. We're pretty much getting to the custom creations now, the ones that are exclusive. Yo, you know what we're about to go into, right? You know what? You know what? Oh, wait a minute, wait, hold on. Do you recognize this? We created this together. This cake in a video in one of these episodes together. Except you weren't in the world. We created this together. All of this. Except for the Season 5 house, obviously. Yep. Who here remembers the Season 5 house? Comment down below if you want us to use this for Season 8 of the series at some point. This is truly a blast from the past. Whoa, dude, you forgot the backyard. This was actually recently made yesterday, actually on the 22nd. Just in preparation for this video. But now, the real reason is actually because I felt like recreating. And this was actually one of the first things I recreated off camera. Outside of an episode. Now, the jury house, on the other hand. Rose Crystal explained to me why this was an absolute nightmare to create. So, yeah. What was the point of this again? The jury house. It was like massive. It was massive back in the day. And this was a nightmare to recreate. You guys probably remember that. Okay, yeah, I can kind of see why. Okay, that I guess I can kind of understand. Alright, but really though, this was all created by you originally in the original Zoa's Up Free world. So that's pretty much it for the like the past creations. Now we only have a very few amount of custom creations. So far in which, right over here. And remember how I said we would get to this later? Yep, it's time for this. The small cruise ship. Here, we're now going into the exclusive creations that are actually exclusive to this world. So, yep. And actually, there is something on the front of the ship. Come down here. That was made last year on February 9th. Hence why it says that. Alright, next custom creation is Come back to the work shed. Or you could just teleport to me. Come in here, and if you remember, you probably saw down here. Well, this is now where it truly comes in. Ta-da! Welcome to the ore mine! This was made on Labor Day last year. This was made on Labor Day last year, so... Oh my god. I had to do a bunch of TNT explosions to make this. And probably is one of the biggest creations in this entire world. Hold up. Oh! Oh, you have no clue. If you watch the video, you'll realize, and for those who actually did watch the original video back then, you would probably remember this took forever. This took a lot of TNT to make all of this. And then, of course, I put the ores alongside everything, if you guys remember, if you watched the original video. But this took a lot of TNT. And I mean a lot of TNT. You guys know how I love blowing things up, at least at some point in occasions. But this was actually the first ever creation in this world to actually be used fully by TNT. Alright, now with that being said, I think we only have like 2 more creations that are exclusive to this world, and then I think we're actually done. So here is the most recent one. This is the most recent one. Look how freaking special this is. It's beautiful. This didn't actually take too long to create, actually. Alright. And lastly but not least, the last creation that I have recently completed, at least that it was a multiple episode project. Whoa, 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 whoa. Actually, hold on. There's actually a way to get down there. You see this huge hole? Jump into it. And this will take you directly to the water park. And for those who watch the episodes throughout the summer, you have to press your up arrow key twice.
Oh, that's cool.
That was added back in 1.13, around 3 years ago.
Well, I haven't played Minecraft in a long time, so this is like new.
Okay. And this is what I created throughout the summer this year. This was my summer project this year. In the episodes. So all of this was created throughout this summer. How cool is this? This took me the entire summer to create. This entire water park. And I am just super proud of it. Oh yeah, you're probably noticing there's another portal down there. Let me just get rid of that. My god, no, literally, this took me the whole summer to create. The water park. The entire summer. And it feels great. Yep. This is actually legit. You can actually ride all these water slides. What the? What the? What just happened? How did I get set down here? That never happens. That never happens. Oh yeah, we also have the diving cliff too. There we go! Of course, there's obviously certain levels of this cliff. And of course, the most recently added thing, which was the last thing to be created, was the wave pool, which was created on August 2nd, 2021. But this, however, I am very proud of this creation. Yeah! And that's it. That's everything I've done in this world so far in the last 2 years. At least I think. I'm trying to look around and see if I forgot anything. Wait! The UFO! That's the last thing I forgot. Oh wait! And the Creations World History Room. That's the last thing. We'll go to the Creations World History Room for last. I completely forgot. I forgot about the UFO in the Creations World History Room. And then we're officially done. I completely forgot about that just now. And then we're done. Alright, teleport me. Teleport up to me.
I'm already up there.
Cool. Up here. Yep, the UFO is up here. Alright, and last but not least is, of course, the Creations World History Room, which is literally just right here. Here we are. This is the official last creation. And this is also the last exclusive creation to this world. We have all the events that have taken place over time, with me still having to add a ton of them. I haven't updated this in quite a while, as you can see. Of course, I have to add more as time goes on. That is actually it. That's it. That's it for the entire world, at least so far. Yep, we have toured through everything. And it only took 42 minutes. It took only 42 minutes to go through this. I am impressed. So, we have done it. That is everything in the Creations world thus far. Of course, I have way more stuff I want to recreate in this world, so trust me, there's going to definitely be more the next time you come here. So with that being said, that's it. What are your thoughts? Because that's it. That was the last thing. I bet there was a lot of stuff in this tour that you do remember from the past. So it was nice. So that's pretty much it. So, what do you guys think of this episode today, this week? Of course, as usual, guys, I will be back next week on Monday, August 30th for the next episode, where actually I'm probably going to need you again. Yeah. Wait, 2. Wait a minute. You meaning the lab series?
No, just the history room, like all the dates.
Oh yeah, right, because actually in order to do that, I actually had to look through all of the videos to see what episodes and what days they were on. I had to look through the entire playlist to be able to do that. Or just remember them by the respective date of the video. Honestly, all of this was created in the last 2 years. And there's of course more to come in the future. So if you do come here again, there's definitely going to be a lot more going into this. Now actually, next week's episode is actually special too. Because next week, come over here. I want to show you something again. But we're actually done. I just want to show you something. I want to show you what I'm doing for next week. So right here, next week's episode is also going to be very special because what I'm going to be doing is I am going to be creating something because next Saturday, September 4th, is actually the 5-year anniversary since we started the Minecraft Big Brother series. And I only do these episodes on Monday, so 5 days in advance of the actual anniversary. What I want to do is next week, you'll see in next week's episode, I will be making I'll be making a cake similar to the 3rd anniversary, but at the same time after that, I will be recreating the backyards we used in the series all the way leading up to season 8. Now, good news, the majority of them were the same over time, so there won't be that many. And since we already have one of them right here, that's one less backyard to do. Now, it's going to be very cool and very awesome how I figure all this out. But in reality, that is pretty much it for this. So I'll see you guys in the next episode on Monday, August 30th, as I just said. And it's going to be very cool recreating the backyards we used in the series, of the Big Brother series, in the last 5 years next week. We already did the season 5 backyard, which I made off camera yesterday. And that was already cool to create now. The other ones, including the ones for the 1st season and the 2nd season, that will all be created next week, alongside a cake similar to the 3rd anniversary cake. So that will be next week's creation on August 30th. And then on Labor Day, I got something very special that none of you even know about that I'm going to be creating. Except for Rose Crystal, of course. Now, with that being said, I'm not going to tell you what it is because I want to surprise you on Labor Day. Which is 2 weeks from today, actually. Alright, see you guys tomorrow for more videos such as Creativerse. Oh, actually, speaking of Creativerse, she actually downloaded the game on her computer again. So maybe at one point she can join me in an episode again. That could be some point in the future. But, as for right now, not only that, we have a back reveal. And yes, once again, sorry about no back reveal again today. I will do one tomorrow and for the rest of the week. But yeah, really though, and also there is going to be, I think that's actually it. So yeah, I'll see you guys next time. And yeah, goodbye. But no, seriously though, guys, this was a very cool episode to make. I'm not gonna lie, it was one of the coolest episodes that I've probably made in a while. I really hope you guys did actually enjoy it, because as you probably noticed, that was a lot I had to go through, and I mean a lot. So it was really cool doing that. Who knows, the next time Rose Crystal will join us, it probably will not be for a while, and that's pretty obvious considering her schedule. But it was nice to have her on alongside this episode, because believe it or not, I did have original plans for this episode, but I'll be putting those aside for another time in the future. Until then, for real this time, goodbye. And I'm actually being serious. That's it. For real.